with the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background to look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's Cardinals baseball next on the show. Gerald Vaughn, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, you take a look at that whip, less than one. What that means, he's allowing less than one base runner per inning. Outstanding.
Scooter Gennett makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Eric Karros, we take a look at this Cardinal ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Not only have they been playing well, but they've got their ace going here this afternoon, so the rich get richer.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, Matty, you got to keep an eye on Yasiel Puig. He's got some wheels on him, and that's a big part of why he's successful at the major league level. Routine grounders become tough plays. Singles get turned into doubles, and what would have been a 1-2-3 inning suddenly becomes a rally.
Chris Davis is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Altogether a fine afternoon for baseball. 66 degrees the game time temperature. Swing and a ball chopped foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Shot to third. And he whips on it as this ball's right.
All knuckleballs all the time in this at-bat. Finally, he figures he's got a pretty good read on this last one, and he squares it up nicely.
Yasiel Puig will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. First offering on its way. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease.
Just your classic single and a stolen base. Now with one out in the first, another base hit here to put that first run on the board.
Squared that one up just a little late. One out and a runner on second base. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
And you know, this is something these guys just haven't had for a while. That's an early lead. Although I guess they haven't really had any leads, period. And that's why they're on this losing streak. But a good sign here as he drives in a run to put them up 1-0.
Here's Adam Lind as he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-2. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Mike Fiers gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matt, when he seems to get in trouble, that's when he bears down. He's actually got a lower batting average against with runners in scoring position. That tells you a lot about what type of competitor he is.
David Lee comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
St. Louis, the shortstop, David Lee.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Eric Karros, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
And to make matters worse, they've got to square off against one of the best pitchers in the game, so it's not going to be easy to turn things around here.
Fiers sets his sights. Here it is on 0-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, this ball club really needs Yadier Molina to find his swing. For whatever reason, he has been awful in this ballpark. Sitting under 200 in front of the home fans. Certainly not the kind of numbers he expects to post in his own ballpark. You know he wants to deliver a performance he can be proud of.
First pitch on its way. In there at the knees, strike 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes as Mr. Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls the strike zone.
Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
And sometimes you can mistake being patient for being passive. I mean, unless he was really fooled there, that's a pitch he needs to be swinging at.
Here it comes, 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And another foul ball. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I've got to say, even as a right-handed hitter myself, there's something about a left-handed hitter's swing It's really fun to watch when they square one up. This is a cut fastball, but you see the nice extension, the good follow-through, and he just rips it into center field.
Michael Lee will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
And he also has the most runs scored in the league right now. And last I checked, that's the name of the game. So credit those guys hitting behind him for driving him in so many times.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Runners on first with one down. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Ground ball to second. This could be two. To second for one. On to Lind. It's a double play, and the inning is over. One hit in the inning, but no one left. It's on to inning number 2 now in St. Louis. The Brewers lead it 1-0. Robert Castro will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Still 2-2. And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out. And with that, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Gerardo Parra will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Lee moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting 7, catcher, Robinson Chirinos.
Robinson Chirinos into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch is a slow knuckleball in there, 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Heading out towards shallow right. Lee over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, who played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Number 3 will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Byers gets his sign. Here it is on 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. You know, maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Mark McGuire will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Davis. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2. Well, unfortunately, it appears he's going to be forced out of the game with what looks like a lower right arm injury. And it could be a number of issues, of course, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. Carlos Gomez is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Left field, number 27,
Nick Savage will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Well, Matty just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
Boy, that is as close to unhittable as it gets.
High in the air out to center field. Hara is under it. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. It remains 1-0. Number 62 will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Number 62.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
Stepping in now, Mike fires as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
One out, nobody on. And he's fit to be tied after that one. It's 0-2.
That's almost unfair to throw a knuckleball to your opposing pitcher. He's got it hard enough as it is.
Right side, hit hard. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick to it of this as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
Scooter Gennett will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard towards center. In is Jay, but this ball's in front of him for a base hit.
And you know, just like any pitch, there's good knuckleballs and then there's some bad ones too. This thing comes right back down the heart of the plate. Those things are much easier to handle than the pitch that starts in the middle of the plate and then runs somewhere else.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And the runner back. Here's Carlos Gomez. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
Pitch out.
1-1.
Nothing doing. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Ready on 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Jay is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Milwaukee leaves one, but they're up 1-0. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Yadier Molina to start things out for the Cardinals here in their half of the inning. And he takes ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, not close on either of these first two pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Fires is ready. Here's the 2-1. Skied into very shallow right. Puig is there. He's got it one away.
Batting 8, left fielder,
Peter Borges will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Scorched to third. Oh, what a stop. The throw. Not in time.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Nearly a highlight reel play, but they'll have a runner on here with 1 away. Standing in now, Gerald Vaughn, as he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. In there, a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, this is just a nice job of hitting at the plate. This pitch looked to be off the outer edge, but you can see him sort of dive out over the plate to go get it, and he winds up driving this ball for 2 bases.
So striding in, number 60, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, John Jay, and he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position.
Definitely a really nice opportunity to jump out and get that early lead and get the other guys up against the ropes right now.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only 1 gone.
That's a nice swing of the bat right there. Hits that ball right on the button out to left field. That'll easily score that runner from third.
Michael Lee will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Here comes the first pitch. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Oh, and he comes after him again there. Ball 2.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
Three and 0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
And they're getting louder and louder, too.
Has to challenge him here. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. In there, and he's taken him as far as he can go now. It's full 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Big pitch early, the 3-2. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Number 62 backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Boy, you got to believe he's counting his lucky stars out there on the mound. He's facing one of the best run producers in the game with the bases loaded, and He's able to retire him. And he's still not off the hook yet, but at least that'll earn him a big exhale out there.
Number 3 stands in. First delivery to him on the way. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
He was hoping he'd get him to go up the ladder there, but that's going to set up an even more dangerous pitch here on 3-1.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach. So he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. Some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. You know, other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
Mark McGuire steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the 3rd inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
The 2-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this. Leading off the inning, Yasiel Puig, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
0-1 again, and he's at 100% on first pitch strikes, now in the middle innings of this one. No wonder he's pitched so well.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger, 2 strikes.
Boy, tough slider right there, had him leaning back. I don't think he could have done anything with that pitch, even if he did swing at it.
Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away.
Well, anytime you're leading off an inning, it's true. You don't want to just go up there blindly swinging at anything close to the zone. But you also want to at least take the bat off your shoulder. I mean, he phoned this one in.
Here's Adam Lind. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see a 7-mile-an-hour differential there from one to the other. Robert Castro stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And there's number 8. 1 away.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Lee giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They still trail it here 2-1. Nick Savage will lead things off in the inning for St. Louis, and he'll be followed by Yadier Molina, who waits on deck.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. Fires into his motion. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Not the best of starts to this 4th inning.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Yadier Molina will dig in, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for National League catchers. lays off 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Tapper up the line. Reined in. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder, Peter Borges.
Peter Borges steps into the box. And that's taken for strike one.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's thrown first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well. And we're in the middle of this ball game.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That's a tough chance there behind the plate. This is a curveball. You see him try to smother it, but this ball just eats him alive, and that's going to let that runner move over to third now on what'll be a wild pitch.
Hit hard to short. Backhanded. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Yeah, unless he was going on his own down there at third, they were using that contact play where you're told wherever and whenever the ball's hit, you're off and running. You're not even paying attention to what's going on. You've got to go. They love to play an aggressive style on the bases, and it gets them a run right there.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Into the box, Gerald Vaughn. As he'll take a look at ball one. Boy, in a mid-80s fastball that time, but it's a called strike 1-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Lifted in the air out to right. Puig has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. We played 4 full. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Brewers 1. Leading off the inning, Gerardo Parra, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Swing and a miss as he tried to muscle up on it there, 0-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Lee is up with it, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA.
Yeah, and he's clearly off to a great start, leading the senior circuit here in the first month of the season. So far this year, nobody's had an answer for his stuff. He's been dominant. Not only that, but the defense behind him has been rock solid as well.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Robinson Chirinos is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A swing and a miss on the old flutter ball, even at 1-1. Smoke toward the hole. In time to first, and there are two away.
The batter, number 62.
Number 62 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Drilled on the ground is short. Lee comes up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They still trail it here 3-1. David Lee comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Cutter low, 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Fielded by Jeanette. Throw on to first. In time, 1 away.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
In now is John Jay, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Had him out in front there as he takes strike one on the circle change. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Puig coming on. He makes the running play. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
Michael Lee will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Gene Segura will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 9, Gene Segura.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. On the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Scooter Gennett will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1.
He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Lee sprinting after it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter.
So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs.
Well, it's business as usual for them. They lead the National League in that department, and it's always nice to know that whoever steps on the bump for you, you're going to have a chance to win. A lot of teams are envious of that stat, and these pitchers, they deserve a lot of credit for what they've accomplished so far.
Out in front of it, strike 1. One run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. High and deep to straightaway right. Lee racing back, still going back. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. Score holds. It's 3-1. Jeremy Jeffress will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 21, Jeremy Jeffress.
Number 3 will dig in. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
Third baseman.
Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
And this is a guy who's going to give up his share of hits. But that's because he just says, hey, go ahead. Here's my best stuff. Try to hit it. He's got such good stuff that most times when guys do hit it, they'll put it on the ground right at somebody.
In now, Mark McGuire. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0. Nick Savage is on deck. Three and 1. One out, nobody on. And the count will be full. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Puig. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Into the box now, Nick Savage. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Swinging a soft liner. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Yasiel Puig will stand in now. He singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Yasiel Puig.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. And a perfect start to the 7th, as this should be extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And that's a big double right there, down by 2, but more importantly, that's going to get the tying run to the plate. So we're going to see how they want to handle this defensively now with the open base.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Adam Lind. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
He's ready now. The pitch. Now a knuckleball, and it's looked at for strike one. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
And it's quickly 0-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired here, one away.
It seems like these guys have had a difficult time squaring up the baseball against them so far. Here's another one that's just a simple soft liner. They don't come a whole lot easier than that.
Into the box now, Robert Castro. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Jay, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 3-2 contest.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at second, meaning it'd be a no decision if that run comes across to score.
Now pitching for the Cardinals.
New pitcher coming on now, and it's the very hard-throwing right-hander Jordan Walden who'll make an appearance here. In is Gerardo Parra, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Runner at second here with 1 man out. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied.
You know, sometimes this game can just be flat out simple. Here, he just worked his way into a good count, bought himself a nice fastball to hit, and then just rips it out there to drive in a run.
Michael Lambert will come on and pitch here with 1 gone in the top of the 7th.
Michael Lambert.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he just manages to get his hand in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Standing in now, Robinson Chirinos, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Yeah, you know, right now he's just holding on to that curveball just a little too long. This is about a 58-footer, and once it skips away, he's going to make it up to second easily.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now batting, number 62.
I almost got him to go around there. The question will be, did he break the plane? And show motion says that's awfully close. I don't know if you can definitely say either way, but he's going to take first base regardless.
Walter Johnson will come on and try to get out of this mess here, as there are 2 on with only 1 away.
Johnson.
Number 62 will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
And he takes a look at strike 3 called, and that's as important as they come there. 2 big outs now.
You got the go-ahead run in scoring position in this situation, and you come up with a huge strikeout like that, you're pumping your fist, your intensity is a little bit higher. This guy is focused in right now and very happy with his results.
Luis Jimenez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 14, Luis Jimenez.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
You know a guy throws hard when his changeup's at 89.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe force seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Neil Kotz will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Neil Kotz.
Yadier Molina will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
Well, he's looking like he's a little too amped up out there. He's got to channel that a little more because that pitch wasn't that close.
Here it comes, 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
We'll take another look at the sequence here on Show Track. Now, as we watch, notice that it's all hard stuff through the first 4 pitches. But then on pitch number 5, he finally turns to something off speed, and that leaves the hitter with no chance.
Here's Peter Borges standing in. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Swung on and hit in the air to left. Gomez has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
This is exactly what he needed after his guys came back to tie the ball game. He's only 1 out away from a shutdown inning.
Colton Wong will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 16, Colton Wong.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. One-0 count. Here it is. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted the other way to left center. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be a 1-2-3 inning, but now all of a sudden they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
John Jay gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gomez has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Jaime Garcia will be bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Jaime Garcia.
Scooter Gennett will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Hit out towards second. Savage moving to his right. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time now to give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-3 ball game. Both pitchers turning in fairly good performances, as you can see on the graphic. Carlos Gomez will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
0-1.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Smoke toward third. On to first, and there were 2 down. 8th inning from St. Louis. All even as you get a look at the line score to this point in the contest. Yasiel Puig Steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Two out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Hit in the air out to right. Lee on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Still tied 3-3. Lawrence Thacker is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Lawrence Thacker.
Michael Lee will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Into the box, number 3. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit to third. To his right, Castro. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time.
You know, there's no such thing as a routine grounder with this guy. If you take your time, he's going to be safe. He'll beat it out. So that's a nice job of getting rid of it quickly and getting him at first base.
In now, Mark McGuire, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
And if there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Just foul. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll get down for a base hit.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Stepping in now, Nick Savage. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Not close. It's 2-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
Cards leave 1. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Randy Choate will enter now to start the 9th inning, as his job will be keeping the game tied until the bottom half. Adam Lind will stand in now, hoping to get on track, as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
So nice to have a left-handed weapon like this in your bullpen. And he gets the leadoff man here for an important first out.
Standing in now, Robert Castro, as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
In there, and it's even at 1. 1 out, nobody on. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. To his left, Lee. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Gerardo Parra.
Into the box, Gerardo Parra. He singled his last time up.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. That missed. Close. It's ball two. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
2 out, nobody on. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Ground ball right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. Score remains tied at 3-3. Jonathan Broxton will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings.
Jonathan Broxton.
Yadier Molina stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And now K-Rod Francisco Rodriguez is up throwing in the bullpen. And there's no doubt Broxton really bringing it, and it's strike one. Old strike two with the letters. 0-2 now.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Good waist pitch. 1-2. Grounded to the right. Jeanette is there. On to first, and it's a ground ball out for Broxton to start the ninth.
There's nothing easy about this play right here. It's a high chopper, so he knows he's going to have to field and throw pretty much all in one motion. And he does so here to get his man. That's a nice play.
Matt Adams will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And this is low, ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. That's taken up and in for ball 2. Broxton sets. 2-1 on its way. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Full count, here it comes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Up next for the Cardinals, pitcher
Will Smith will be called upon to get the final 2 outs here and hopefully send this one into extra innings.
number 13, Will Smith.
Number 18 will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Set to deal on 2-2. Doesn't offer at the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. And that misses ball 4. So now the potential winning run moves into scoring position where a single could end this thing.
Back-to-back walks now by 2 different pitchers. The last one knocked the other pitcher out of the game. See how forgiving their manager wants to be about this one.
Tyler Thornburg will be called upon to get the final 2 outs here and hopefully send this one into extra innings. David Lee will stand in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that lineup that one swing could make up for a whole game's worth of struggle.
Here's the first pitch. In the dirt here. Goes to third with it, and he's in there at third as the possible winning run.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
You know, I think they're pretty lucky at third right here that the contact play wasn't on. This is a sharply hit ground ball, and he would have been toast at home if he tried to score.
So coming to the plate, John Jay digs in, needing a 2-out hit to walk this one off.
Yeah, and these are the moments that you just have to love about baseball. This is a big-time duel coming at you right now.
He's set. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Well, he's got a big pitch coming up here. That would be huge if he could get out of this with the game still even.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Lifted the other way out to left center. Hara shading to his right, and the inning is over. Cards strand a couple. Still tied 3-3. Matt Adams will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 32.
Paul Lee will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frames.
Number 15, Paul Lee.
Robinson Chirinos stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
Robinson Chirinos.
Starts him out with a good dancing knuckleball for a strike. Called strike 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
A good job there making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Into the box, number 62, as you'll watch a knuckleball that finds the zone for strike 1. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. Comes set with the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. One and two, here it comes. And knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
Another knuckleball here. When you throw that pitch, it's not really about the knuckles. That's a misnomer. It's more about the fingernails that you basically dig into the baseball just underneath what we call the horseshoe part of the ball. And then you hope to throw it so that there's hardly any rotation.
Martin Maldonado.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And a dive, but he's back in there.
Simple throw over there.
The 0-1 pitch. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. Taken high and deep to right. Lee going back on it at the track. But he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Around third and being waved on home. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
What a clutch piece of hitting right there. You get the hit, you drive in the tying run. Now you're standing on second base with a chance to take a lead in this ball game. And man, is he fired up.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. One out and a runner on second base. Oh, 0-1 pitch is a knuckleball that misses 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Lee is going to get there. 2 down.
Up next for Milwaukee, left fielder
Carlos Gomez will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. Brewers are out in front, 4-3. Chris Carter will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 23, Chris Carter.
Francisco Rodriguez will get the call here an inning later than usual as he'll try to save this one in the 10th. Michael Lee will come forward now, trying to at least get on base with his guys down to run here in extra innings.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just yet. You just need to find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt rolling.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. Here comes the 1-0. Hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, number 3.
Number 3 will step in. 0 for 3, but with an RBI. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Yep, same pitch. Right back to the inside part of the plate, and he gets caught looking at it again.
Here it comes on 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 1 out, nobody on. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Takes this the other way to right. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Boy, he's seen the ball well here early in this first month of the season. Here he doesn't try to do too much with this. He just takes it the other way. That average will climb even higher. He's got another base hit.
In now, Mark McGuire. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
And you know what? You're just asking for things like this to happen when you play a guy out of position, especially if you're going to put him behind the plate. They're going to rule this a pass ball.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Puig coming on. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 00, second baseman, Nick.
So stepping in, number 0, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Yadier Molina will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
Trying to hold the lead. And this is taken outside for ball one.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, that first fastball took off on him a little bit. This is a much better spot.
Two big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike two. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. Throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over.
Well, it took them an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Brewers win it 4-3. So long from St. Louis.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Brewers, 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For St. Louis, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 35 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely.